as a buyer, when would I apply for a mortgage? The answer to that is right now. This process is most important because talking to an experienced mortgage broker about what you can afford will give us valuable information and parameters to work with. You have to determine your budget based on what you can afford to repay now and not the most you're allowed to borrow, which incidentally has changed recently because the government has introduced new measures to slow the market down somewhat. If you were to qualify for a mortgage at 3.2% in December 2017, you'd have to increase that to 5.2%. So you have to qualify for the mortgage at 5.2% even though you get it at 3.2%. So they're basically raising the bar at what you can qualify for. So your affordability will go down a little bit. You won't be able to afford as much house as you did in December, but it's more realistic because the market was overheated a while ago and now it's getting more balanced and we're looking at a more normal market for spring of 2018. What is the land transfer tax and when is it paid? Well, the land transfer tax is actually more like two taxes because it's provincial and municipal. So there are two versions of it in Toronto. If you want to know more about that, you can go to myhouse.ca in the Need to Know page and you can calculate the land transfer taxes that way. The land transfer tax is paid upon closing. So when the money is exchanged, when you buy your house or condo, the same day that you get the keys, that's when the money is exchanged. So you have to compensate for that when you put your down payment down on the house. What is a status certificate? A status certificate is something you would get if you buy a condo, a co-op, or a co-ownership. You basically make the deal conditional upon review of that status certificate. You would get your hands on one, send it to your lawyer, they would look it over and approve it or ask questions about it. The status certificate includes details about how the business is run, the business of the condo corporation, whether there are any lawsuits, exactly how much money you pay for your particular unit and the maintenance fees, what's included in the maintenance fees. It also has condo rules and regulations. It tells you about your parking spot, your locker, and all the details you need to know when you buy a condo, a co-op, or a co-ownership. What's the purpose of a condition in an offer? If you like a house or a condo and you want to put in an offer, you can put a condition in that offer that puts the ball in your court. So you can make an offer on the house, get it accepted, but the deal's not firm. You have to be able to study a home inspection or verify your financing with your bank or have a look at the status certificate, which was discussed previously. And then if you feel that all these things work themselves out, then you can waive those conditions and the deal goes firm. So really, it allows you to lock up a house for yourself while you make certain decisions and verify your financing, verify the home inspection, verify insurance maybe, or things like this. Maybe it's a zoning issue. But that can be put in as a condition as well. So it gives you the security of being able to offer on a house, lock it up, double check these things, and then the deal can go firm. How much is the deposit with an offer? The deposit in Toronto is typically 5% of the purchase price. So you would create a check, mostly a certified check or a bank draft, to give with an accepted offer, and the listing brokerage holds that in a trust account until the closing day, at which point you can use that deposit as part of your down payment. Who pays commission? The seller ultimately pays the commission through the listing brokerage. So the buyer does not have to pay any commission to the buyer agent in almost all cases. If you don't trust realtors, can you do it all by yourself? Well, you can, but why would you when an experienced realtor won't cost you any money? The buyer's realtor will be paid by the listing brokerage and more accurately by the seller. A buyer's realtor will have done it thousands of times negotiated this, know what to look for, knows how to spot red flags, has been through the house already, knows the neighborhood, can look up all the details of the region, and basically give you valuable information that you can't get on your own. So if it doesn't cost you anything, and you get somebody who can advise you on what goes on during the process, then why wouldn't you use a realtor? Lastly, I'll say, carefully weigh the advice of friends. Sometimes they are experts in certain fields like finance, like a contractor, like an electrician. But at other times, they just give you their personal opinion. And that personal opinion might not be an expert one. So just be careful who you listen to, think for yourselves, and then use the expertise of your realtor or of a home inspector or people you can trust and people who have experience in those fields. Hopefully this video has answered most of your questions, but if not, send us an email, give us a call, or let's get together. Our contact information is right there.